Hello everybody, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get into a nice game. We're going to have a best of three between two very strong players. Before we really get into it, I just want to acknowledge one thing. If you look at the colors that the players are, default-wise, it's yellow and orange, which is very annoying to see, so I've gone ahead and changed the colors for the units that appear in the buildings in the minimap. However, that doesn't change it for production tab or the food count, so unfortunately, you'll have to just look at it under the name and see that. Hopefully it won't be a big deal. It's clear that they are different races, so you can tell in production tab. You don't have to worry about the colors. Just want to get that out of the way and apologize that because I can't change what the players' colors are. But what I can go ahead is introduce the players. Here we have Naniwa, Complexity's Naniwa. He's a Protoss on the right, going up against Empire.Happy, who is a very strong Terran player. Those players' color is going to be red. It will be red versus blue because of the magical Alt-F tab. If none of you have ever checked that out, you press Alt-F in the game, or you click on the player color tab there, it will change the player's colors for you. And when you play yourself, it makes you green and your opponent red, I want to say, and it makes it a lot easier to tell on the minimap, and it's a lot more consistent. If you want to just keep that on always, it actually may help your gameplay because it takes away some of the changes that could be going game to game, and that always makes everything better when it is continuous. So here we are going on top of Empire.Happy, very strong Terran player. Empire is a strong Terran team, really, so this will be fun to go ahead and check out what these guys will be doing. Happy right now is just doing the normal start of the barracks, refinery, and probably orbital command after that. In Naniwa land, we're going to go ahead and see him actually getting his assimilator up after the gateway, which is nothing crazy. The map is GSTL, GSL, dual site. So not quite sure where this game came from, but it's the best of three, and I'm happy about that. And I'm happy because these players are amazing. It's kind of a bad intro, but I'm kind of just wasting time. I've had a long day personally, and I'm kind of really interested in what these players are going to be doing. Naniwa, I'm probably going to be expecting to do a 1-gate fast expand, and probably a 1-Rax fast expand out of Empire.Happy. Those are the two most common and versatile builds to open with for both players, really. I mean, it's always possible a 1-1-1 can happen from Terran. It's a very strong build, but if anyone can actually defend that, it will be Naniwa. It's happening less often lately, but it's still a very likely build, and actually, we have a factory thrown down by Happy. No second, oh wait, nope, there is going to be second gas. There it is, so this will be quite interesting to see if he does decide to go for that 1-1-1. This probe will actually get out alive. Almost gets killed. Bunker in the front, yeah, there's going to be some kind of tech coming to Happy. Definitely 1-1-1 could be a very real possibility. Naniwa throw down a second gate, no second gas though. We're probably going to have a 2-gate expand with a little bit of pressure, nothing all in, not quite as much as a 3-gate and not nearly as much as a 4-gate, but right now you see Happy going to try and chase down this probe. Happy inside the main base has just finished the factory, and there's the starport. Ooh, Hellion going to go down, maybe we might get a tech lab after the Hellion and swap that with the starport in order to get down Ravens or Banshees, whatever Happy decides to go for. Naniwa needs to get a scout in here, try and see the bunker. If he has seen the bunker or not, that could be a nice small indicator. As we're going to pop in, he has not seen the bunker, has seen nothing, doesn't know if gases are down, and we are having a tech lab being thrown down on that factory. I'm waiting for that to switch for that starport. As we see the Hellion going to move forward, try and get that scout. Naniwa did just throw down his Expo off of these 2 gates. No second gas quite yet. Work gate is almost done. Naniwa's also a little bit supply blocked, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Especially what's unfortunate is the fact he's about to lose a probe to this Hellion that's going to do a very nice job of scouting. We'll see these 2 gates. Work gate is almost done, but this Hellion might get more kills. That would be very unfortunate for Naniwa. At least one more probe will die. If it gets a nice shot off, it will die instead, but if it did get one more shot off, that probe could have been taken out. We will have the Robo being thrown down for Naniwa. This is a very nice economic build. It's probably one of the safest expands you can possibly do, especially with that good scout. Now, Happy has thrown down the tech lab and put it onto the starport. Getting that cloak, we'll be having a cloak Banshee harass. No siege tech or tech lab on this factory, so we might actually be seeing Empire.Happy throwing down or some kind of expansion after this and not be going for 1-1-1 involving cloaked Banshees, Ravens, and siege tanks. If he did, it could be quite powerful, but as far as we can tell, I do not see a Raven coming out. The cloak is a nice move for the for the 111 though, so it's still not. Oh wait, yep, there we go. It is not going to be happening. The command center is out. So this is always something that you have to note that Terran can do. Now you'll get an observer, try and get that scout out. A couple stalkers are here, and they're going to be wary of this Banshee. Observer, if it leaves the base and that Banshee comes in with cloak, then that could be a very bad time for Naniwa if the probes end up dying in large numbers. And yeah, it's cloaked, it's going to run in. I don't think Naniwa actually saw the cloak on that Banshee. It should take out one probe. There we go. One probe will fall. Next probe will fall. Two. It's actually going to hit the stalker, but there's that observer. Observer, the field. It should be being pulled back. It's over here. It's sitting here with those stalkers. So the Banshee's going to go ahead and get another kill. I think it just killed a sentry. That's a pretty nice takedown. We do see another sentry being rebuilt along with two zealots. While in the land of Empire.Happy, we've got the command center. We put into an orbital command. Yes, there it is. And there is the Banshee, but the observer is in place, and that's going to force the Banshee back, but has very little energy anyway. So there goes the uncloaking, or decloaking, whatever you want to call it, as another Banshee is going to run around here. Looks like it has one kill, but there is an observer and a few stalkers here that will force this Banshee back, and Naniwa does a very nice job of just stabilizing and not taking too much damage. He's definitely ahead in the food count, 64 to 47, and the probe count is also in his favor, 35 to 30, though he did lose 5, so a nice little bit of harassment from Happy, and he did not lose those Banshees, so it's definitely worth it. And there is the Raven, very nice little way to deny scouting, as the observers are so powerful. And there's a proxy pylon going to go ahead and die. It hasn't seen any of this expo, so unfortunately Naniwa will not get that scout off, but seeing those Marauders are actually pretty important, as the 1-1 is still a possibility, but after seeing the Marauders, it's pretty safe to say that the 1-1 will not happen, as Marauders are not usually used in the 1-1. It's almost all Marines, tanks, Banshees, and a Raven. That's generally the composition. So Naniwa is here, getting out a whole lot of energy on his next side. They're actually both at 100. It's kind of atypical to see Naniwa or pretty much any top Protoss having a full energy on their nexuses. There's always something you can chrono, be it probes, upgrades, or some kind of production facility. For example, these two upgrades, though, they can definitely get chronoed out and come out very, very quickly. See Banshees once again trying to do a little bit of damage. Nothing really gets accomplished quite yet, and there is that chrono boost being used. Pylon being thrown down. Naniwa does not want to get supply blocked. We might be seeing a small push from Happy right now, which is very powerful. The Raven can allow for sniping of those observers, and then the Banshees can run rampant and just start taking out unit after unit after unit. But with good force fields, Naniwa should actually be able to have not too much difficulty dealing with the ground forces. They could get lifted off by the medevac, but they will start pushing in and attacking. We are going to have a couple forces being thrown down, but not really. But I don't think the observer is actually alive anymore. Looks like the Raven is allowed to be killed, but there's another observer going to move in. It looks like it will not get sniped. No more anti-air except for those Marines. They could snipe it, but no. Naniwa is going to successfully push back Happy. No problem there. Naniwa is still ahead in the food count, looking solid, but here come the point-to-point defense drone, or auto turret move in and try and get a little bit more harassment done. If that was targeting down another probe, that one might have fallen. A little bit of failed harassment coming from Happy. If that had been a point defense drone, that would have been a lot more dangerous, preventing those Banshees from taking any damage whatsoever, and allowing probably a good 5 or 6 probes at minimum to be taken out before the points defense drone would wear off, allowing Empire.Happy to do a fair bit of damage. And I keep saying Empire.Happy. I'm going to try and just say Happy, keep it as succinct as possible. Over here we do have Happy moving around, small bioforce, nothing too powerful. We look into his main, he does have one engineering bay getting out that +1 attack. I think there's another engineering bay somewhere. There it is at the bottom. Nice little choke over here, prevent a good angle of attack for charge lots. Maybe you can see that this is a nice defensive position with these builds, making sure that they all have some kind of use. But this force could be a little bit of an issue. Without the 1-1 upgrades, though, they're not going to be overly threatening, because Naniwa is here chrono boosting out his upgrades. No upgrades at all, but he's got Immortals, not going for Colossi. Interesting choice. He does know that Starport Tech is out and plentiful, so he may be thinking that's going to make Immortals more powerful. and the Marauder count is definitely going to help those Immortals out as well. The fact that this is almost a 1-to-1 ratio of Marines to Marauders makes those Immortals ever so more powerful. Now here we're going to move in. We've got a few Banshees coming in. Going to go ahead and take at the very least 3 probes, and they're going to pull back, and we will have one running out of energy, the other one decloaking shortly. Maybe not. Never mind. But they are going to try and do some damage. Blink is being researched, though. That will help defend against these Banshees very easily. A scan went down. The main, the natural going to go ahead and allow these Banshees to do a little bit more damage. More probes are going to fall, but they're going to have to pull back. There's too many forces here for Naniwa. Happy has to be careful. Those Banshees are expensive, and he needs to do more damage to them. They've been able to take out a few probes, but nothing incredible. 13 probes so far have been killed, but Naniwa, if you look at the probe count, is still ahead, 58 to 54. A nice job using Chrono Boost and re-probing, making sure that minimal damage is taken from Happy's harass. Happy has just finished the +1 attack, and he's looking in the main. He is starting his +2. We're actually on a supply drop being thrown down. Empire.Happy does not want to be supply blocked. Those two guys will be finishing shortly. Naniwa taking a third in the top middle. By the way, this is GSL dual site, so you do still have those gold rocks on MLG. I do believe those were taken out. There's a little bit of just a note on maps for you. As these Banshees are being followed by an observer, and try and do a little bit of damage, but this observer is having no trouble at all. Is keeping up with them, making sure Naniwa knows exactly where they are. We do have a few stalkers here with Blink ready to move down as Naniwa's continue to work on those upgrades. I want to see Charge. His Zealot count is very high, and once again, those stalkers are going to be enough to push back those Banshees. As we're looking for a third for Happy. He does have one right here. This command center is halfway done. Working on his third. It's still behind the time of Naniwa's, but not by any worrisome degree whatsoever. As we're going to try and see those. Those does actually look like they were High Templar being morphed into Archons. They couldn't feed back this Banshee. It's completely devoid of energy, so that will not accomplish anything. As for the real tech of Naniwa, I don't see Robotech at all. It's just Templar Archives without Sidestorm, and we are having the +3 armor being researched. Naniwa can have a very nice timing if he just... he does have Charge. Charge is finished. He's been Chrono Boosting that out to get that out as fast as he possibly can. This Banshee's got 7 kills. Going to take out this Stalker, and then we're probably going to have it and go for some probes. We do have more units coming in here. The Archons, if they can hit... Nope, they will not be able to hit. They won't be able to one-shot it, but 2-shot from the Archon will be nice. And Naniwa might be taking this gold over here. He's going to put down that pylon. This Banshee's going to be able to take out that probe with ease if he just moves down. Doesn't seem like he's going to, though. They're just going to sit there and just be happy with each other. Happy just living up to his name. And now, Sensor Tower is a nice move to do. Happy's going to be able to take his third. It seems a little bit late, though. He's trying to be aggressive with the harassment, but that has not been that effective. He's just chilling over here with blatant vision of the plans to take this third. As Naniwa's continue moving forward, and there we go. Templar's going to move in and be able to feed back it if he wants. He will be able to feed back it, even though the Stalker could have taken it out. But Archon is now being formed over there. Still no Psystorm is actually being made from that Templar Archives quite yet. Where's the Nexus? Naniwa has the money. It's over 1,000 minerals, so there's almost no excuse to do that. But this Zealot count is so strong. His +3 armor is almost complete. He's getting out another Robo. Probably gonna go for a transition into some Colossi. Here we go. They're going to move in. Probably going to see some EMPs. They're going to be no EMP. There's the mass EMP going off over everything. The Guardian Shields, though, did get out. Those Zealots are attacking, but this is not a good position for Naniwa. There are point defense drones being thrown down, and Naniwa looks like he's going to lose everything in this battle. Oh, that's not good. Happy just took a 60 food lead, and he has got so many Marines and everything left. 2-2 is done for him. Naniwa is just about to finish his +3. That would have helped in that attack to have that. But at this point, this army is so strong. The DPS from Happy with Stim and the +2 attacks going to be very hard to deal with. Stimming it once again. He's going to be able to take down the pylons. The +3 should still finish, though. No, it gets stopped. Oh, that is unfortunate for Naniwa. I could have really used that coming in at just a perfect moment for a Happy, but now we're going to have pure Zealots coming in. There's not much health left on these Marauders and Marines, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's so many of them. They're going to be able to go ahead and attack, goes to shells and everything, but there's GG from Naniwa, and that is going to be the game as Naniwa GG's out. So that was a very nice attack coming in from Happy. Just defending really, really well. Naniwa was never able to get up that gold. He did get fast upgrades, but he didn't push when he had the +3. And without having that massive upgrade advantage that Protoss really, really wants in a PvT situation like this, Happy was able to just roll over Naniwa with just that simple defense. He didn't even need to micro. He just had the numbers of the medevacs even to really be able to heal all those Marauders really, really efficiently, tank the damage, and it showed in a very, very powerful fashion how important upgrades are when you have to deal with the Protoss. A lot of people actually used to think that Protoss's ability to get upgrades made them a little bit imbalanced in PvT in this type of situation, but Happy controlled it perfectly. And the thing is, I know I said earlier that the Banshee Harass wasn't able to do much, but accomplished a lot in keeping Naniwa inside his base, allowing Happy to get up those upgrades, allowing him to get up that army. He didn't expand quickly, but he did a lot with those two bases, muling incredibly efficiently, and just poking in and forcing Naniwa with the threat of that Banshee Harass to continue just staying back, making sure he doesn't take too many losses, allowing Happy to completely out-macro him. So really well done by Happy. This is once again a simple game. It was just very, very, very well thought out and perfectly planned. So definitely props to Happy. And we're going to see if Naniwa can come back, because this is a best of 3. This is just game number 1, so game number 2 is going to happen in a second. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that.